Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be reviewing the 2022 Toyota 4Runner Limited. There's 8 trims you could choose from, but let me go ahead and review the Limited trim for you guys and show you all the features this one has. So under the hood there is a 4.0 naturally aspirated V6. It is connected to a 5-speed automatic transmission. This engine produces 270 horsepower and 278 pound-feet of torque, and the fuel economy numbers on this engine, not too impressive. 16 in the city, 19 highway, and 17 combined. Here is a MSRP sticker. If you guys are curious about the options it has, just go ahead and pause the video. And the price with destination is $53,116. If you guys are curious about the color is called Blizzard Pearl, and it does look pretty good on this 4Runner. It is part of an option, so you do pay extra money for this white color, but it does look nice and sharp. And I really love the front end of this Limited trim. For the headlights, not everything in the headlight housing is LED, so the turn signal indicators are halogen. The high and low beam are sitting in a projector tube. They are LED, and in the bottom there is LED fog lights. I really love the design of the headlights. They have a nice sharp look to them. They're sticking out, which I like. And the grille is finished in chrome. A little bit of it is finished in flat black. The Toyota logo is finished in chrome, but it does not have the sensor in it. So the sensor for the emergency braking is right down there. And what sucks is that this 4Runner is $53,000. It does have Toyota Safety Sense by itself. It's not the 2.0 or 2.5. I really wish it was the 2.0 or 2.5. I really love the chrome right there. As I mentioned, the fog lights are LED. The surrounding is finished in flat black. There's front parking sensors, front camera for the 360 camera system this 4Runner has. And overall, it does look nice from the front. There is a little bit of chrome down there, which is a nice touch. And yeah, I really like the front of this 4Runner, and I personally think the 4Runner looks very good from the outside, but from the inside, it is definitely dated. But for now, let's go ahead and move to the side, and I'll show you the side view of this 4Runner. Here is a side view of this Toyota 4Runner, and as I mentioned, this one has the running boards. This is part of an option. All the door handles are finished in chrome. There is a Limited badge. It is finished in chrome. And on the roof, there is some brushed aluminum roof rails and a good size sunroof. For the window trims, the bottom portion is finished in chrome, and everything else is finished in flat black. And for the mirrors, the top portion of them is finished in white, the bottom is finished in flat black. They do have a turn signal indicator on them and a camera for the 360 camera system this 4Runner has. There is a little bit of chrome in the bottom. And if you guys are curious about the rim size, 245, 60, 20, and honestly those rims don't even look 20 because this SUV is big. And the rims do have a nice look to them, so I really think that Toyota did a great job with the rim design. If you guys are curious about the ground clearance, it is 9.6 inches. And if you guys are curious about the approach angle, it is 33 degrees and the departure is 26 degrees. But for now, let's go ahead and move to the back, and I'll show you the back of this 4Runner. Here is the back of this 4Runner, and the back looks pretty good. For the tail lights, they're not all LED, so they are a combination of LED and halogen. The reverse and the turn signal indicators are halogen, but the running light is LED. And right here there is a chrome trim with the 4Runner basically written on it, and it is nice and big. Here is the Toyota logo finished in chrome. This button right here is to lock and unlock the SUV. Backup camera is located right there, and there is some parking sensors back here with a nice chrome trim. The exhaust tip is finished in black, and this is part of an option. And overall, I really like the bottom portion of the bumper. It does look nice, and I think this hitch receiver is part of an option if I'm not mistaken. Here is a key of this 4Runner. Looks alright. It is very light. It is mainly finished in flat black. It does have 3 buttons on it: lock, unlock, and a panic button. There is a physical key inside of this key, but it's really sad to see a $53,000 SUV that doesn't have powered liftgate. Let's go ahead and open the liftgate. By the way, I completely forgot, but this window right here in the back it can be fully opened, so you could roll it down. I'll show you that when I go inside. There's flat black right here, and the spoiler honestly looks very, very nice. Definitely adds a nicer look to the back of this 4Runner. Let's go ahead and open the liftgate. So there is a button right here, and then that's how you open the liftgate. So there's only one way to open the liftgate. Up top there's 2 handles, one on the left and one on the right. And there is some speakers right here. There is halogen lights on the left and right, which is nice. There is a strap right here to drop the liftgate down. It is nice and light, and the opening is very, very big, and there is a ton of space. By the way, this one has the 3-row seating, but they're currently down. But with the 3 rows, with the third row down, there is just a ton of space. And yeah, seriously, a lot of space in the back of this 4Runner. There is an AC outlet right here, 12 volts. There is nice storage places right here, another storage place right here, and same thing on the other side. And yeah, seriously, a ton of space. Let me go ahead and drop the second row down and show you the amount of space in this 4Runner. So I just dropped the second row down, and there is a ton of space, and as I mentioned, the opening is nice and big, and loading things in and out of this SUV is very easy, and everything goes nice and flat, which I like. Here is a front door panel, and the front door panel looks pretty good. The interior of this 4Runner is finished in tan. This whole thing right here is nice and soft. The armrest is nice and soft. I really like the silver gray trim. All window switches are automatic up and down. Door locks, mirror controls are located inside. A little bit of storage place right here. Memory seats. Door handle feels nice and light but solid. It is finished in chrome. It is nice and big. Here is a speaker. It does have JBL sound system, 15 speakers of the JBL sound system. And in the bottom there is a good amount of storage place, and there is a light in the bottom, which I don't really see that a lot anymore. And for the seats, they're nice and comfortable. They're heated and ventilated. And here are the seat controls with lumbar support. But let's go ahead and move inside this 4Runner, and I'll show you how it looks like from the inside. Alright, so here is the interior of this 2022 Toyota 4Runner Limited. Does look alright from the inside, and most of the people are going to be buying this probably are going to be buying it because of how old school it is. So definitely looks nice from the outside, but the inside I feel like Toyota could do a little bit better, especially with those big massive buttons and knobs. Very small screen. I'll show you the 360 camera in a sec. So for the steering wheel, it is wrapped in leather, has a nice thickness to it. Design looks alright. Volume buttons, voice command, a mute button or a hold button, phone controls, and on the right there is the safety features, lane keeping assist, and the adaptive cruise control. So you click this button and then you could set the distance between you and the car in front of you, and few controls to control that LCD screen. So you could go left and right, you could go up and down in certain menus. Gauges are very old school, and the font isn't as big. I wish it was a tiny bit big, but yeah, the gauges are very old school. And right here there is a back button. This button right here will go back to the main menu, and behind the steering wheel on the right there is the wiper control for the front and back, and then on the left there is the headlight controls, fog light controls, and turn signal controls. There is an air vent right there, and down here there is the mirror controls, brightness control, automatic high beam. This button right here will turn on the backup camera and the 360. AC outlet, the one I showed you in the back, you could turn it off or on, and windshield, heated windshield. And on the right, or right on top of the screen, there is some air vents finished in flat black, and the surrounding is finished in silver. There is an old school clock, and here is the emergency light button. The screen is not flickering in person. The only reason it's flickering because of my camera. So on the left there is some hard buttons, and on the right as well, volume knob and a tune knob, and the temperature controls are very big. But for the screen, it is an 8-inch screen. It does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And let me go ahead and show you the backup camera, because the backup camera is actually not my favorite. So the screen is very small, and the 360 is very small, so can't really see that good. You could change the mode by having the backup camera as a full wide screen. You could get rid of the lines if you want to, but yeah, not a big fan of this backup camera. It does have JBL sound system, as I said, 15 speakers, and climate controls, very easy to use. It does have dual climate control, temperature, dual, which is sync, and fan speed, the modes, off. Down here there is heated seats and cold seats, so you just push the button, it comes out. You could rotate it left or right, and there is one USB right here and a 12 volt, and a little bit of storage place in the bottom, one cup holder, not really that deep, a little bit of storage place in front of the shifter, and here is the four-wheel drive controls, and here is the shifter that will control the 5-speed automatic transmission in this 4Runner. You could put it in sport mode and you could basically shift yourself. And right here there's a little bit of storage place, one cup holder, and this button right here will open the back window, as you guys see. It is automatic up and down, by the way. And for the armrest, it is soft, it is nice and big, and inside there is a very good amount of space with one 12 volt and some coin holder, and right here there's a little bit of storage place. So good size armrest. And this thing right here is very hard. I'm not a big fan of that. Very cheap plastic, but I really like this wood trim. I think it does look good. Here is the glove box. It is nice and big, and the rear view mirror, it does have thick bezels on it. It does have auto dimming, which is nice. Glasses holder, nice and big. There's a good amount of buttons right here. There is the traction control, 8-track, and the hill descent, which is called downhill assist control for Toyota, and SOS. You could tilt and open this sunroof, halogen light. This switch is for the lights, garage controls, and let me go ahead and show you the sunroof. It is a good size sunroof. It does open nice and quick, and let's see if it is automatic. Yes, it is automatic, so it is automatic opening and closing. The visor is very thick, and it is nice and soft. Very small mirror, and a nice bright halogen light. Here is the back door panel, and the back door panel looks pretty good. I'm glad that Toyota did not cheap out back here. So this whole thing right here is nice and soft. The armrest is soft. This is plastic, which is completely fine. Some storage place in the bottom, speaker, and a little bit of storage place right here. Even this whole thing right here is nice and soft, which I like. I like this gray trim. Here is the window switch, and door handle feels nice and solid, finished in chrome. And for the second row, it is nice and spacious. There's a very good amount of leg room, and the headroom is pretty good. And this handle right here is to basically move the seat to the front, and this handle right here is to fold the seat completely flat. And there is an armrest back here, extremely soft, which I like, and inside there is 2 cup holders, and back here there is some air vents with 2 USBs in the bottom. And that's how the front of this Toyota 4Runner looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of this 2022 Toyota 4Runner. If you guys are around and if you guys are interested, make sure to come and see Tim here at Wow Toyota in Wallingford. And if you guys are interested in seeing more videos like this, please like and subscribe, because it does help a lot. And as always, I'll see you next time.